What is up, guys? Delboy here. So Olkeksandr Usyk defeats Mairis Briedis to progress to the World Boxing Super Series final, as well as becoming a unified Cruiserweight champion. Olkeksandr Usyk now holds the WBO title and the WBC title. This was a Cruiserweight classic as far as I'm concerned. The fight was tremendous and I'm still buzzing off it. Tremendous fight between two genuine world-class world champions. I felt going into this fight Usyk was a clear favourite, but I felt Briedis had a punchless chance. You know, I was never ruling him out because of his timing, because of his power, and he's just a clever, crafty fighter. So I felt he was an underdog, but a live underdog at that. And the fight we got was a back and forth, almost, it was like a high level slugfest. You had the rat-a-tat-tat, high output combination punching of Olkeksandr Usyk, and you had the more fundamental, more textbook power punching of Mairis Briedis. And it was just a great fight, man. Both of these guys and their styles gelled extremely well. I was expecting like a chess match in this fight. I felt Usyk would be the guy keeping the range, and I felt Briedis would be the one who is going to try and time and counter Usyk. And that's not really what happened. You know, both of these guys were standing in the pocket or at mid-range and taking turns. Like I said, you had the rat-a-tat-tat hand-speed combination punching of Usyk, trying to find angles, taking a step to his left, taking a step to his right, you know, looking for that creative offense. And you had Briedis, you know, really trying to look for those big power shots. He wasn't taking a step back. He was coming forward, throwing the 1-2, uppercut on the inside, uppercut on at mid-range, hook into the body. You know, it was just a battle of wills, man, and it was a tremendous fight. I didn't even score it myself, actually, because I was gonna score it, but this fight immediately just grasped me and it engrossed me. And you know, you get those fights where you don't want to score it live. You just want to sit back and enjoy it. And this is one of those fights. I got the impression that Usyk he'd just about done enough. His output kind of offset the more solid shots from Briedis. Briedis landed a lot of good shots, you know, especially with that uppercut. He landed some good body shots. You know, the straight punches were pretty good as well at times. But I just felt that Usyk just about done enough. You know, he was a more active guy, and yeah, it was just a tremendous fight. It's going to be hard for another fight in the World Boxing Super Series to live up to that, actually. Really good fight. So Usyk progresses to the final, and he's going to fight the winner of Dorticos versus Murat Gassiev. I think both of those guys would be a tough fight. Usyk, he'll give you opportunities to land, and both of those guys do hit very hard. So that'll be an interesting fight. Whoever Usyk fights in the final, it's going to be a tough fight. This Cruiserweight tournament is no joke, and whoever unifies this division has done something extremely impressive as far as I'm concerned. Because to me, Cruiserweights, well, the Cruiserweight division is one of the most dangerous divisions in boxing right now, and it is one of the better divisions, and that's why we're getting all these good fights out of it. You know, some people are going to say Usyk didn't look as good as usual. Well, that's what happens when you put two elite world champions in there with each other. Two guys who can punch, two guys who are undefeated. You know, two guys who are in their prime. That's what happens when you get two fighters in the ring together who are at a similar stage in their careers. That's just what happens. You know, when you've got well-matched fights, you're going to have hard-fought close fights. It's not hard. And this was a great win for Usyk. And his resume is looking pretty good right now. He won the world title in Poland against a tough champion in Krzysztof Glowacki. He then defended his belt a couple of times in the States. He defended it in the States against an American. So he won his title in Poland, away from home. He defended in America against an American. He then went to Germany to beat Marco Huck, who was a long-time Cruiserweight contender / champion. He done that in Marco Huck's backyard. And now he's gone to Latvia in Briedis' backyard, and he's just become a unified champion. Usyk is doing some very good things right now, and yeah, he's just doing he's providing a lot of entertainment, and you know he's providing some excitement for the fans. As for Briedis, I mean, he can come again. He can become a champion again, no doubt about it. I mean, stick him in there with Denis Lebedev. I mean, I would pick him to beat Lebedev, to be quite frank. You know, I would pick him to beat Lebedev. So I would like to see Briedis in the ring as soon as possible, to be quite honest. Maybe he moves up to heavyweight. You know, he did knock out Manuel Chart at heavyweight, who went on to become a WBO regular champion. So maybe we'll see Briedis jump to heavyweight. I wouldn't mind seeing that. It'll be interesting to see how he actually competes at heavyweight. You know, so I'd be interested to see that. But yeah, I can't speak highly enough of this fight. It's got to go down as a Cruiserweight classic. Both guys performed incredibly well, and I feel that the right man got the decision. You know, Usyk going to Latvia. You know, some people were suggesting that if it's close, it's going to go to Briedis. Well, it was relatively close, and Usyk got it, and the scores were pretty fair to me. So, fair play to the guys over in Latvia. You know, it was neutral in terms of officiating. The referee just sat back and let them do their thing. Hardly any clinching, hardly any fouling, a couple of head clashes here and there. Just a tremendous fight, fought at a great tempo and in a great manner. Tremendous fight.